everyone? Today we gotta talk about Toshi because Toshi is doing something very important. In my last video I mentioned Toshi was not going to break below this trend line, and I explained why I believed it wasn't going to break through the trend line, and it ended up not breaking through the trend line. But it's doing something that's making me nervous. It is hovering close to that trend line. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about what I think is going to happen next here inside of Toshi. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It's only $9.99 per month, and you'll probably make it back all in the first month. Just go ahead and give me a recommendation. Let me know what you want me to go over and do a technical analysis on and make a whole video on, and I'll go ahead and do that as long as it's not some type of low cap scam coin. So go ahead and do that, guys. Become a member of the channel and let's go over this. So currently Toshi is down 4.6% in the last 7 days, but we're still up 0.7% in the last 24 hours. This video I made 4 days ago on October 18th. I said this. One of the reasons why I believe it's not going to go below this trend line is, for one, the MACD. It is a lot of selling pressure, but that lightly shaded red candlestick is indicating a switch to buying pressure. So yeah, the MACD showed that buying pressure was starting to come in. And mind you, look, that's the daily chart. So if we pull up the daily chart here and we look at the MACD, what started happening the second right after that? More buying pressure. I noticed the lightly red shaded candlestick started to come here. So I was like, yep, we're going to start having more buying pressure coming in. And that's exactly what that means. So more buying pressure is still coming in, and this could easily curve upwards like that. Just like we seen here when buying pressure started coming in. Just like we seen here when buying pressure started coming in. Just like we seen here when buying pressure started coming in. Just like we seen here, right? This happens when buying pressure starts to come in. What is forming up right down here on the MACD on the daily chart of Toshi? Boom and boom. It should start coming up soon, hopefully. But if it does not, and we break this trend line, guys, that is going to be very, very bad for Toshi. We do not want to break this trend line. If this trend line is broken, we are looking at some lows here. So I kind of want to just let you guys know all the lows. You guys already know because you can see it clearly here. But first, so many zeros. I'm going to just say 3Z. First, 3Z6, 3Z62. And then we are looking at 3Z54, 3Z49, 3Z37. Those are the support levels we're looking for if we break down. Do I think we're going to break down? No, I think we're going to continue this to the upside. Just because, we've been following this pattern for so long. And I feel like with this pattern, I feel like it's going to get all played out. I feel like around here, like November, December, it's going to break out to the upside eventually. So I think that it's very imperative that we stay within this channel. So I do think that we're going to continue this uptrend. So this is the %R trend exhaustion. This is the 4-hour chart. Notice how the short-term trend is starting to curve upwards, and the long-term trend on the 4-hour chart indicating that there is about to be a uptrend. That's what the 4-hour chart is telling me. And then if I pull up the daily chart here, you can kind of see a little bit, like almost like it wants to, but it's a little bit hard to see here. So hopefully this thing can recover and continue this uptrend. What are the levels though that we have to watch out for if we do go on this uptrend? So on the upside, obviously, first we are looking for 3Z75. Once we hit 75, we're then looking for a 3Z83. Once we see that, we might have a little pullback followed by another pump going up to 3Z98. And this is where we knock out a 0. Then we get to 2Z1, like 0.001. So that's really the goal right here, guys, is to get all the way up there. But we know that we have a resistance up here that just so happens to be right where our trend line is. See, the charts and chart patterns are so funny in a way. It's almost like there's a chart god, right? And the chart gods make sure everything works the way they're supposed to. And it's just ironic that by the time we get up to this resistance, It's right there, right at the trend line up there. So the chart gods are active, guys. The chart gods are active because I'm telling you, it's funny how it happens, but it's never a coincidence. It's never a coincidence. These algorithms, the chart gods, I don't know, something's happening. There's only one god, right? And that one god's working on the chart right now. So I'm telling you guys, it's crazy. But yeah, I think by sometime November, we should be at 0.001. So sometime in November, I'm not going to give a time range because it's hard to predict these things in the markets because you already know the price action is crazy. But just there, we're looking at 70% gains. 70% gains. So let's say you had 10,000 here at the bottom. 10,000 is easily turning into 17,000 if you hold it up to 0.0012. Well, probably 0.001. You can probably do the same thing with it there. 0.00. You get the drift. You get the drift. 0.0012. But anyways, yeah, we're looking at 70% in gain. So that's 10,000 going to 17,000. That's a pretty easy flip right there. If we continue upwards and we don't break this trend line. But as you can see, we've been doing this all year. We've been playing this game for a whole year, and we've stayed inside of this trend line all year, or inside of this ascending channel. This right here we call an ascending channel. So yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'll let you guys know what happens here. But yeah, Toshi should be pumping soon. So guys, look for like a 70% pump coming in here soon. Shout out to everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe. Go ahead and become a member of the channel. It is only $9.99 to become a member, $9.99 per month. And you can have me go over any crypto project or stock, and I'll go over it for you and do a full technical analysis, as long as it's not some type of low cap scam, right? But I'll do a whole technical analysis video for it for you. And yeah, just let me know inside the comments, become a member, and boom. And anyways, shout out to everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.